both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competition? Scrims, whatever the case may be.
The competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So.
Awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Sexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I would just bother you and take a lot of sleep, and then started going away at the end.
Fantastic. We're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
Having proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your VOD review. You got to take care of your body. That's the Sexro story there. We'll see how they perform today. We've got one final group of duos that let on the floor. It's going to be Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skite and Vato, 4 wins and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HT, and then finally Puzz and Mick.
I mean, there's so many players in here you can call out. Serpent and Hype with the original. Can you translate it to Sunday? They won so many of those semifinals, and in the last week, we're able to do it. I got a Rojo in the practice room, and he says he's excited to be here, wants to play, wants to get on the stage, and knows he'll be able to enact their game plan. He just told me what it was, and I wouldn't leak it anyway. So the Scream duo, kind of a little bit of parody there. Vinny and battling a ton of wrist issues, and then able to overcome it. And I got I'm just it was a fantastic moves he did about it.
Yeah, he had that foot longer where he basically went through how he lost his confidence because of his wrist issue, and then gained it back because of the support of all you guys at home who supported Skite through his journey, and the French community doing so as well. Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire, they switched duos at the last second, so same thing.
And then you have Kluja player qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, his partner from Singularity, and the final duo, Puzz and Ming, representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team who was unable to make it. Puzz and Ming having won in the Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot, and on top of that, their consistent placement earned them that.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출한 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻고 진출하게 됐어요. 온라인에서 상금을 받으려고 유럽 선수들과 게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠. 그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 활용하고 최대한 연습을 하다 보니까
I mean, I can only imagine what is going through their heads. Taking the top spot in a week where there wasn't a qualification spot, and then having one of the most consistently best placements, then being chosen as an alternate, and finding out you're going to be competing, having a chance to represent Asia and South Korea here, and they are very good. They're known for playing aggressively, trying to find a side of a zone, box themselves up, and get some shots towards the side where if they can get that position, don't expect them to not be dangerous, because they will make some waves. And players, those are the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos, and now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly, to hear their comms. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is easier, but I don't know, I just like land more.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world on the stage, competing for their share of $15 million, Ball. And I mean, 6 games played, $3 million to the top two.
Down, no question about it, the best 6 games. We're going to do that real soon.
Duos World Champions will be crowned, but that's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're gonna toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
It's amazing. It's like you feel so free, it's ridiculous. And then we just kind of watched like our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty cool. It was a huge sigh of relief. All we did was kind of go nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is... That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship, the trophy, and the first ever Fortnite World Champion. We're gonna crown that today, and it's gonna be awesome. And I wanna know if everyone here in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job. I think this will do some justice. To get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. But obviously our players are here to win championships. The good news is we have 2 players standing by with Jordan Fisher who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got 2 of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together. 2 of my favorite people to play with, 2 of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world. He's proved it time and time again. With Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite. Now, with this combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And
Sean, you both competed in the program yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was very slow. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
I think yesterday was like super fast. You need to get kills to play well. But today we're going to go for end game, play super slow. And so we can kill end game.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City, are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? World Cup Finals. Now let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. And well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, dude, the emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at an all-time high.
I'm nervous right now.
I'm just casting.
I'm not even playing.
Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, the Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So, finding that good balance between elims and is very key. Here's the prize money breakdown in Ninja. You've been involved in competitive gaming for a long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I mean, you're looking at first place for $1 million. I mean, I've even settled for third at one point.
Settle for 1 point.
I'll settle. No, we've been playing for a long time. I've been competing for almost 10 years. Probably never even come close.
Pockets, their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now for the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. You want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Hashtag. I know
Absolutely. You want to go first?
No. You go first. You is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it off today.
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Nitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they gonna do that here? Are they gonna go for placement, or are they gonna still W key like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay choice. They're looking at it, Mongol and Nitro qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake.
Yeah.
So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with the European duo.
Yeah.
I'm picking the European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage, and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr.
Mr. Savage is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. They're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, I mean, you've watched all these guys. Yeah. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
Well, they are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is, it's like, it's art, man. You know, what these guys do, it's art, so enjoy it.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch, though, this weekend. I've been just looking up a million plus of you guys tuning on in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane.
Oh, it's packed,
I mean,
man.
this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, playing against another lobby. Maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things of note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material farming. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to start with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing, and that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each wood, brick, and metal. So, you know, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game if you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock a player. You'll see in this a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and you know, Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier. Players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games, and obviously for many of them it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't know. Well, I can ask that. Probably 16.
A bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas. Right, League Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
You know, Aiden had been landing with players. You see, you know, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, you know, Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games.
Yep.
You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state. You have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan? Are you going for it? You don't care how much you land there. You just go and play your game. Take a shy away.
And these guys, they know that they're going to be contested. They know that, and they're not, you know, if they're, you know, intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push, and you know, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something you're going to be thinking about. Second, third, we change our landing spots, and then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down, you're like, eagerly wanted to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us, but again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the that is actually going on. Probably watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game.
Probably the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we're literally getting like angry and like we're also laughing, right? When we're about to, you know, make it to the incinerator and get our point. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a flamingo, a bus. go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of prop punt. Again, right now, live in the gameplay for free. Prop punt, a little bit different than the arena. It's this is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming.
GG's, mate.
Millions down to the top.
La Drum Gun, tío, que no sé qué la ha utilizado. Bueno, básicamente espero que os haya gustado este vídeo, aunque sea sin comentar. No me da mucha pereza hacer un vídeo comentando, o sea que simplemente me puse a grabar y bueno, como habéis visto, he ganado la partida. O sea que espero que os haya gustado. Ya me despido aquí y